Welcome everybody to another episode of For Pet's Sake with our own Gregg Boone. We do here every fourth Thursday of the month at 3 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock PM Central. Um, and so thanks for doing and bring right here. Welcome, Greg.
Thank you. Thank you.
Um,
Welcome back. You ready for me?
yep.
All right. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. I'm your host, Gregg Boone. If you've ever looked at your dog or cat and wondered, what are they really thinking? Or maybe you just want to make sure that they are having their best life that you can possibly give them, you're in the right place. On our show, we talk all things pets. We've got a great show lined up for you today, so let's jump in. So, Emily, I thought we would talk about how our dogs and cats, how our pets uh, make us happy on bad days. So,
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
good. All right.
Uh,
Do you have any pets yourself, Emily?
Not currently, but
Okay.
I used to have a couple pets when I was growing up and stuff. But um, so
Okay.
yeah, it was always good to have having pets. I always enjoyed having them. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
What kind of d dogs or cats or both or
no cats. I had a dog and then a rabbit and
okay.
yeah, but yeah, my pets made me happy though.
Yeah, good, good, good. That's what they're there for.
Yes.
So yeah. So um whether you're a dog person or a cat person or a horse person or whatever kind of pet you have, um they're there to make us feel good, make us smile, make us laugh. They do uh quirky things sometimes and just makes us laugh. I know it makes me laugh. And um, the last few dogs the family has had, I haven't had any pets myself for several years, but the last few family pets that have been around um, have all been schnauzers. And they always got that short little tail and it just wags like 100 miles an hour. And that's always
Yeah,
cute
no,
to
I
see.
know. Yeah, yeah, I knew somebody who had schnauzers.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
awesome, awesome. So yeah, I uh, I love miniature schnauzers in particularly, but um, I had when I was uh, when I had my dogs, I had a black lab and an English pointer, and
Okay.
they were both great dogs. Shadow was the black lab, and Ginger was the English pointer, and great companions. They were little. Well, Ginger was pretty rambunctious at times for sure. Shadow was more mellow and calm, but they always made me smile, made me happy, and I miss them.
Like how so? Can you give ex any examples of anything specific about what they did or didn't do that made you happy?
Yeah, they just would always be happy to see me, and which would make me happy. They'd wag their tails and just fun to be around. They'd lick me and everything and greeted me. joyfully. And so, yeah. So, um, uh,
Uh, so,
maybe,
oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Maybe, if your pet just maybe sits with you, um, just quietly when you're having a hard day, that's always good. Um, or maybe when you get home from work, had a hard day, and maybe, you know, they greet you at the door. That's that's a good feeling. So I know I know when I had my dogs, my wife uh would get upset if they started eating the house,
Uh,
which
oh.
um yeah was yeah kind of comical, kind of not. So I got home from work one day to find that my black lab had eaten part of the wall, little the like the frame of the door, how it just
Oh,
kind of stuck out, and he just yeah tore that tore it up pretty good, and so he had to become an outside dog after that,
oh
unfortunately.
boy.
So, yeah, so felt bad, and then so but yeah, and Ginger, the rambunctious one, she she would jump all over the all over the house, jump on the furniture, and looking back, it was funny, but yeah, my wife sure got mad. But
So did you get them when they were puppies, or did you get them when they were
yes,
older? Oh, okay.
I got them both when they were puppies, a year apart. So I
Okay.
got I got the black lab first, and I got her down in Oklahoma. Um, and the okay, so my wife's sister lived down in Oklahoma, and the family that lived on the other side of the alley from her had some black lab pups, and we went over there, and I found one I liked, and brought it home, and anyway, and that was Shadow, and then we decided to get him a companion about a year later, and found English pointer that uh, guy had some pups and actually bought Ginger, and uh, Shadow was free, but actually bought Ginger, and they they loved each other. They
I was just gonna ask you if they got along at all or
oh
anything.
yeah, they got along great. I can't remember any time that they ever fought. I mean, they were good dogs. They were good dogs. I got a picture that sits over here. Um, both of them are in the same doghouse
Okay.
with their heads sticking out.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So anyway,
S- uh, and how's your parents' dog?
actually, to be honest, actually lost my parents' dog. Um,
Oh man.
Yeah, so it was it was sad. Um, she had stage 4 kidney failure. Um, I got her on the Pet Life product as soon as I found out, and my dad was actually getting ready to take her down to the vets, and I had ordered the product Pet Life um, when I found out, and it was supposed to come on Monday. And so I told my dad, I said, "Hey, just wait. I got something coming, and I absolutely know I can save her. So just wait." So he agreed, to wait, and I gave her the Pet Life, and boy, I tell you what, she went from not eating, not drinking on her own to just running around, acting like a puppy again. It was the greatest thing. And we actually had her an extra 4 months. Um, Quality time. I mean, she did great. She had a few days where, she didn't do as great. But I had a hard time sometimes getting her drops down her, but um excuse me. But anyway, and then I don't know what happened exactly, but she just kind of took a turn for the worse and was not doing good at all. And then we decided that it was just time to, you know, say goodbye. So took her down and said our goodbyes. And so anyway, she was she was a very sweet pet.
Was she one of the pets they had when you were younger, or did your parents get her like later in life?
No, she was she was actually real young. I think she was like 7 months old when when my parents got her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember um, seeing her for the first time when I um, went over there, and she was just a ball of fur. I mean, she she was so cute. She just a pup and just looked really cute. So
Yeah.
she she came right up to me.
It's
So
like there's my person.
yeah,
There's my human. Yeah.
for sure. So anyway, we had her. She was an old dog, so age could have had some things to do with it.
All right.
Pet life, I 100% believe in pet life, and it was, you know, as good as it is, it's not gonna make them live forever.
All
But
right. Um, but you want to explain what pet life is and
oh, sure,
get
sure,
about it for those who might not know what it
sure,
is or anything?
yeah, sure. So it's an oil-based product. It got drops, and basically it's got 30 different products in it. They took all the ingredients out that, okay, so there's a human product as well, and it's called Restore. And they're both um, identical with the exception that in the pet life they took out the citric acids and oils and stuff that's not good for pets. So yeah, so anyway, but good, really good products. A lot of testimonials. Um, I heard a testimonial last night on one of my calls that there was this dog that had gotten to the point that it just laid in bed. It did not get up. I mean, whatsoever. You had to bring it its food and water, and if it had to go outside, it didn't. It just went where it was. And
Okay.
so, yeah, it was, yeah. So, really bad condition. And then they ended up getting her on her. I don't remember. They got the dog on the product Pet Life and totally turned that dog around. Um, at one point, the dog just stood up, and the owner was like, "Wow, where'd that come from?" So, and it was, and then the owner's name was Mary, and she lived out in the country, and there was two houses. I think her daughter lived in one house, and she lived in the other, and they were like the distance of about two city blocks apart, and the dog would just run back and forth and between the houses and you know just totally different dog, just so. And I believe that was a golden retriever. So anyway.
That's awesome. Um,
Mhm.
how did you find out about pet life or get involved with it or anything
So
like that?
yeah, so I was on an online event called the Stars and Stripes. It's on a Lineable platform. And there happened to be that day in particular, there happened to be a guy there and who talked to me after the event and said, "Hey, yeah, I've got something that you might be interested in if you keep your options open." And at that time, I was actually looking for um, something else than what I had been in. So I had been in the cannabis um, area for a couple years, and well, it just wasn't my thing. So, um, so I got out of that, and then I found more Mito is actually the company name, with Mito being short for mitochondria. And basically, what they do is they replenish mitochondria in your body, in you know humans and animals, and they do that and they replenish back to the point where it was when you were younger. And so mitochondria is the energy in our cells, and that's what, you know, makes everything work. I mean, you can't even breathe without mitochondria. So, yeah, a lot of people supposed to have learned about it in high school. I know I learned about it in high school. I had probably forgotten about it in between, but yeah. So look it up. I mean, it's what keeps us alive. I mean, so without it, we wouldn't be here. So
Awesome.
mm,
Uh, and I know you're kind of into the whole horse rescue thing.
mm,
I've read or
yes,
have read say a little bit about that.
sure. So Like Emily said, I involved in trying to get the word out, trying to raise awareness about horse slaughter, um, trying to um, ban the transport of horses um, across the borders of Canada and Mexico to where they're shipped and slaughtered. So they do both domestic and wild horses, and you know, treatment from the time they get them to the time they're gone is brutal, very inhumane, and they wind up in Mexico or Canada, and then they ship them off after they're gone. They ship them off to Europe where they're eaten, they're consumed by people, which is pretty gross when you think about it. So a lot of these horses end up emaciated and look terrible, not a whole lot of meat on their bones to begin with. And so, why anybody would want to do that, I have no idea. So, but yeah. Anyway, so um if you want to help me with this, feel free to reach out to your senators, representatives, and urge them to get the SAFE Act, which is the Save America's Forgotten Equine Act. Urge your senators to include that in the 2026 Farm Bill. And basically, what that does is, like I said before, that bans the transportation of horses across the borders. So, and therefore, with you know being banned, then they wouldn't be able to practice that anymore. So, and then something good, I heard Italy um, is trying to ban the consumption of horse meat throughout the whole country of Italy, which is good um, because they're a big part of the consumers over there. So if they ban that, then there's basically no market for that. So, so anyway,
Yeah. Um, yeah, it's terrible. That kind of thing wasn't happening. Uh,
yeah,
are horses one of your favorite animals?
horses are one of my favorite animals. Um, right next to dogs. I've never owned a horse, uh, but I've done a lot of horse riding in the past. I've taken care of some friends of mine's horses. They had quite a few horses. They went out of state, and I took care of their horses while they were gone, and it was pretty cool. And just, yeah, always been around horses here and there. Um, had family that had horses, so anyway. So yeah, they're one of my favorite animals for sure. So Emily, what what's your favorite animal? Did I lose you?
Um, I was trying to think here, what my animal would be. I think I've always sort of liked horses and dogs. I don't know if I totally have a totally favorite one at the moment. Um, but those are a couple of my top ones. Um, but yeah, um, as well. Um, um, I think it, uh, so kind of my God, you're interested in the horse rescue thing other than that you're interested in horses or
So
like horses.
yeah, so it all happened on a Saturday morning. I was watching TV and I saw a program on there. On Saturday mornings, I know when I was still watching regular TV, they would have rescue shows, animal rescue shows on. And at one point, they had a horse rescue show on. And I thought, okay, this is pretty interesting. What are these horses being rescued from, though? So that took me to the internet, and what I found was was very disturbing. And so I saw it, I couldn't unsee it, and I couldn't not do anything about it. So so
Right.
I wrote a chapter in a book, an anthology book. There's 42 authors in the book. And anyway, I wrote my chapter um, about horses and what, you know, my story of how that came to be and just trying to raise awareness. Talked a little bit about my business in there and how I'm trying to be an advocate for horses and other animals as well. So,
How did you get to be a part of that book? Like,
so I'm on the platform called Alignable
huh?
and on there quite a bit. And it was posted on there by a lady named Sue. And I thought, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that. So she had a thing where her and her partner Fran um, publish and manage a book um, business basically, and was looking for authors to be in the book, and so I decided to be one of those authors. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Mhm. I think. Did you have any pets growing up when you were growing up?
Oh
Or
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. We always, well, we had dogs mostly. We had some cats, but mostly we had dogs. Um, Growing up, when I was like, got the first dog when I was about 5, and her name was Candy, and if I remember right, she was like a cockapoo, and good dog. Um, had her till I was about 17 or 18. And then I think she had to be put down at some point. She just, you know, wasn't doing good. But and then at some point around 8, 9, 10, 11, somewhere in there, we got cats. Um, we had I think the mom was Chrissy, and then she had babies, obviously. And the one that I got was looked identical to the mom, Chrissy. And so I called him Copycat. And then and then my sister, both my sisters, they each had one. And one of them was Ernie, and the other one was Coco. So Coco was kind of a tabby cat, I remember, and then um, Ernie was a mixture of white and gray. So and then Copycat was black and white. So
Oh, okay.
anyway, yeah. So and then I don't know what happened to the majority of the cats. Um, gosh, I don't really remember what happened at all. But I know we kept him until something happened to him. But and then at one point we even had parakeets. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, but then after that is dogs.
Yeah. Um, all right. Let's just say, um, uh, um, sure if I have any other things. Is there anything else you'd like to say before maybe we wrap up here?
Well, um, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you being here with us, and I guess we'll wrap it up for now and see you again fourth Thursday of next month. So thank you.
Sounds good. And, if anybody has any questions, how would they get a hold of you, Greg?
Oh, sure. And reach out to me at my email is Greg at boonesfarm.com. And that's Greg, Gregg, at BOONES hyphen PHARM.com. So,
All right. Sounds good. Yeah, look forward to seeing everybody next time. And
yeah.
uh, check out our social media and like, share, subscribe, with someone. So, see everybody later.
You can also join me, my website. It's More Mito, MOREMITO.com /Gregg Boone. So, thank you.
Sounds good. Thank you.